So it was. You have more food coming, and your stocking is coming. A Thursday, just like today, when Dr. Martin Luther King, a clergyman, a prominent civil rights leader, Nobel Peace Prize laureate, visionary, and a righteous man who only spoke out for what was rightfully his, was assassinated. It is with his deep and rich legacy in mind, and with the knowledge that murder cannot hinder the quest for equality, that I welcome you to this year's Bronx Women's Bar Association annual Martin Luther King Memorial Lecture. And it was sparked by Justin Braun and his father, Dr. Louis Braun. I would like to acknowledge a longtime friend of the Women's Bar Association, Mr. Sam Martyr. The Bronx Women's Bar Association is a multifaceted organization, and one mission that we have is to promote fairness and equality in our justice system. We also support our community, and you can see from the turnout today how much we treasure our Bronx community. I'd like to thank members of the Mid-Bronx Senior Citizens Council. As well as the Bronx Christian Fellowship of East Gun Hill Road. Woo! And I just want to make particular mention of Geraldine Chambers. Geraldine Charles.
Hey, Geraldine.
And we have Cynthia and Nancy, who are directors of the Senior Center. So thank you. Thank you all. I also want to thank the administrative judges who helped make this program possible. Judge Robert Torres, who always is so helpful in getting a courtroom for us, and Stu Sachs, who also is very instrumental in getting these programs underway. And particularly I want to welcome and congratulate Administrative Justice of Bronx Supreme Court Civil Term Justice Doris M. Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
And I thank you for asking me to speak here today. This is my first Martin Luther King Day celebration. And I didn't want to do it injustice, so forgive me. I've written it out because I thought about this last night and I want to make sure I say what I want. Okay, I proudly stand before you here today in honor of Martin Luther King Jr., an icon whose gift for words continue to resonate in this present day. And despite the many years that have passed since he has died, the hatred of people solely because of their skin color, birth country, or religion continues. I am certain he would be saddened to see and hear of the hatred that continues here today. One of Martin Luther King Jr.'s quotes, and many of you know he had many quotes, many statements that were heartfelt and so profound. But my favorite of all is as follows. And if we did a simple thing, and yet profound, if we just passed it on to one person a day, what a difference it would make if we did that. And here it is. It's my favorite because it's so simple. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So I challenge each and every one of you. Amen is correct. I challenge each and every one of you to tell one person each day what difference, just from the amount of people in this room, what a difference we can make. On behalf of the Civil Term Bronx County, we applaud the continued efforts of our guest speaker, Ms. DeVaughn, and those who continue to fight for justice in this day and age.
So today's program promises to be like no other. My friend, Ruth DeVaughn, 91 years young.
Yes!
Has waited 9 decades to share her story. If we can step back in time to 1928 for one moment, the year Ms. DeVaughn was born. 27, okay. To give us a point of reference, I'm going to to speak about 1928, so I apologize. That's what my research. 1928 was the year that the Mickey Mouse animated Disney film Steamboat Willie was released. It was the year of the first trans-Pacific flight from California to Brisbane. 1928 saw the invention of bubblegum, the bread slicer, and penicillin. Back then, there were no computers, there were no cell phones, there wasn't Facebook or Instagram. But sadly, there was overt bigotry, there was pervasive racism, there was global bias, uniform segregation, there was persistent discrimination. So many ugly words that can accurately and honestly be used to describe our people, our country, and our world. I grew up in a home that was colorblind. We were taught to respect people because they were people, plain and simple. In my household, the greatest insult that you could bestow upon others was to call them racist. Nothing worse. Hopefully, many of you here today were fortunate enough to have grown up in the same type of environment. And as familiar I am with my upbringing in my childhood, I do not know what it was like to walk in Miss DeVaughn shoes and to live in Miss DeVaughn's time. That is why it is necessary to see Miss DeVaughn, hear her words, digest her comments, and get a true understanding of the world that she lived in. Walk in her shoes. For tragically, as Judge Gonzalez said, we cannot speak about racial inequality in the past tense, because unfortunately it does continue. Sadly, there are many who experience discrimination and prejudice every day, despite changes in our laws, and despite how far we have come to promote equality throughout mankind. And this is why programs like this are essential, from the youngest to the oldest of audiences. And I use the term old, just to play on words. It is hoped that as a result of programs like this, fairness and equality will someday soon be universal and limitless, without constraints, without exceptions, and without parameters. Anne Ruth DeVaughn is here to tell her life story, to examine the inequality, unfairness, and injustice that was her world, and to see the measures that she took to eradicate it in her own quiet, legal, and effective manner, just as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did. So armed with intelligence, wisdom, integrity, and common sense, Ms. DeVaughn navigated the system and sought opportunities to make the world a more even playing field. She is an unsung hero, and I assure you she will impress you to endless proportions for her courage, her fortitude, her spirit, and her resilience. And if nothing else, her smile will definitely steal your heart. So without further ado, I introduce Ms. Anne Ruth DeVaughn.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Annie Ruth DeVaughn, born in Wilmington, North Carolina, the city, Wilmington, North Carolina, in 1927. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, which has deceased. My father was a longshoreman, and my mother was a homemaker. Despite segregation throughout the South, my life was good. As my daddy said, he was a longshoreman, and he took care of us because he had a job. Many blacks in my early childhood brings back memories to me after attending grade school, kindergarten, which was around the corner from where I lived. And I used to go to school, come home, and bring my little buddies, as the lady across the street used to say, "Oh, here come Annie Ruth and her buddies." I don't know why she would tell that, but in the meantime, she always sat on the porch like my mother. And part that I didn't tell you about my mother got up early every morning to go to down the hill. I lived on 1003 North 7th Street, Wilmington, North Carolina. So my mother had to get up, go down the hill where my daddy worked, and get the newspaper, because we didn't have a radio, so she would go and get the newspaper so we could read the newspaper and know what's going on during the day. So, as I can say, I love school, and particularly interested in biology. On Sundays, my mother would cook food for the community. I remember that every Sunday morning she'd get up, cook a lot of food, because we had people in the community that was less fortunate than we were. So she saw that we got food to them before we go to church. And I remember one morning that I took the wrong plate to Miss Hattie. And my father beat me in the middle of the street before I went to church because I took the wrong plate. And I never had a beating again by my father. In my early teens, we would go to the restaurants, which they wouldn't let us in. We knew that, but we would try. And one, it would say white only, but we still tried, because we knew we were black and we knew where we belonged. So, in the meantime, when I went to high school, before I went to high school, I forgot about this. This is very important. I got a job at 14, working at a dress shop, Ulamide dress shop. I'll never forget it. God bless her. And worked there, and all the teachers would come there and buy their clothes, because it was an expensive store. So my teachers would come there and buy clothes. And by me unpacking the clothes in the basement, I knew what they liked, so I had a chance to give them a break. Some of my fondest memories, and I graduated June 5th. Yeah, I was the only one you right. I forgot about that. That's the point. Yeah. White only dress shop, but they treated me like a queen. Yes. So I graduated in 1944, and then I came to New York, and I went to Washington Business Institute at 125th Street and 7th Avenue. So right over the jewelry shop, if you remember, but I remember very well. I took shorthand and typing. Then I graduated from the training school in 1952, and they sent me to District 65. And along I joined the union, because I knew about unions because the union came and got my father out of the house. Huh?
What happened?
Oh, by my father?
Yes.
Oh, yes, my father. My father was a good man. We loved our father. And so they came, my father was working down the hill, Longshoremen's. I'm sure y'all remember Longshoremen's now. They came to our house, they say, we come to get you, Abe. We wouldn't know what our daddy had done, but he hadn't done anything. They wanted him to join the union, but he didn't want to join the union because he had a job that he could take care of his family. So he said, if he didn't join the Union, he would kill my father. Well, honey, you can imagine me now. I said, oh, we got to go with Daddy because they can't take our Daddy because he's our breadwinner. So my daddy decided that he would go to join the Union. And good he did, because it worked out good for him. He became the foreman, and he could hire people and give people jobs in better positions than they already had. So in the meantime,
So we use that as an opportunity.
there were opportunities.
Wow.
Yes.
To hire people of color.
To hire people.
Right.
Yes.
Keep going.
Oh, at high school, I lived not too far from the USO. And we used to go to the USO because they used to bring the soldiers and the Marines in from Camp Lejeune. And so I used to entertain the soldiers and the Marines at Camp Lejeune. They used to take us on a bus out to the camp. Oh, I can remember the times I had. And I still remember those days. You see, y'all see me laughing now, but my home was a happy home where I lived. My mother and father loved children, and I could bring children to my house and get fed, and everybody loved to come to DeVaugh's house. So, and it's still today, I love people. My heart is like a hotel. I got room for everything. And in addition, after I graduated from high school, I started with the softball team. And I was a good pitcher, but I couldn't run, still can't run. But I could pitch those balls. We had a good time. And then throughout my life, I had good positions that I thought. Because I thought we were rich. I didn't know we were poor. I used to tell the children, oh, my daddy's ship is coming in. Of course, it's still coming. Because he worked on the waterfront. That's the reason I used to say that. Because I just knew my father was rich. You couldn't tell me. So, in December 31st, 1950, my sister was sick in New York, and my mother didn't want her up here by herself, so I came to New York, helped her, got a job, and went to dentist school at night because I wanted to be somebody. Because my mother always told me, don't walk around with your head down, walk around with your head up because you are somebody. And she told me that, and I am somebody. Remember those words that she said to me, and a few other things that they told me that I haven't forgotten, but I don't have the time to tell you. Throughout my life, I had positions with the civil rights. Before that, when I joined the District 65, and Cleveland Robinson, Morris Doswell, and a few others, they had me to join the union, and I was with them the whole time because I love people. And I work with people, still working with people. And we went to different things, even when Adam Clayton Powell, when they put Adam Clayton Powell out of Congress, I was there. 1963, the March on Washington, I was there. Anything you want to name, I was there. The sweeping cotton. the sleeping car porters, which was A. Philip Randolph. He had his own little union, but in the meantime, they wanted to join the white union, which George Meany said he couldn't. So George Meany said to A. Philip Randolph, who gave you the authority to speak for the black? So we showed him who gave him authority. We formed the NALC. We went to different unions, formed the NALC and got started there. And we went around to different places in the country, organizing, getting people started because we gonna fight for George Meany. We gonna fight George Meany for A. Philip Randolph. I don't know whether y'all ever heard of A. Philip Randolph. Okay. With the sleeping car porters. Then, after forming that organization, then we had the women. We had some trade union women of African heritage, which I was a member of. Thelma Daly, she organized it. She used to work in the hiring hall at District 65. So naturally, we went along with her. It's so many things that I can tell you and have you laughing, but I just don't have the time. I have traveled many places because people seem to love me. I don't know why. They love me. So my neighbors across the street, that they were from Jamaica, West Indies, and they wanted me to go to Jamaica with them. That was in 1960. So I went to Jamaica in 1960 with my neighbors and had a good time. And during that time, the Jamaica Ska was out. You remember the dance, Jamaica Ska? I learned how to do that. And when I came back on the plane, they had me doing the Jamaica Ska. And when I got back to New York, I had to teach my friends how to do the Jamaica Ska. So that's been part of my life. Because like I said, I love people. Now, in 1963, when the march was on Washington, I was there too. And kept on moving with the labor movement. I'm going to interject this. A lot of you didn't like the unions, but I tell you one thing. I am so happy that I joined the union in District 65, and I've been going ever since. Nothing keeps me back. I even trained people that the government gave us a loan, not a loan, but the government gave this union money to retrain the factory workers, take them out of the office and put them in there, take them out of the factory and put them in the office. I trained Chinese, Japanese, Spanish to the billing machine. I have the picture of the billing machine now. One of them old-time machines. I know you young people don't know nothing about that. That's the first machine. So, anyway, after that, I kept getting up. Yeah. So then we went to, where else did I go? I'm trying to think about it because I went a lot of places. Then I just signed a shoe company. Now I want to tell you this first because this is very important. Thelma Daly sent me around to a company named Make Good. They made belts, and all the black people were in the factory part, but the white people were in the fur part. And I remember the man that interviewed me, Mr. H. I said, I'm just out of business school. Mr. H said, well, you got to start somewhere, and you can start right here. And I started right there learned all the machines because he would bring all those kind of machines in. And you don't say you can't do this or I don't want to do that. I didn't. But today is different. So that was in, I can't remember now, but never mind. You will, what I want to say. But back in when other jobs I went to, I worked at Hanes Underwear. I worked at a company called Hanes Underwear. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I stayed there a while. I was still in the union because we went out on strike while I was working at Hanes Underwear. And I had to picket my boss. I had to walk in front of where I work for the union so we could get a raise. You don't usually walk in front of where you work. But I did. He didn't fire me. So then, like I said, I have a good life. It's so much fun. Then I worked for I.J. Simon Shoe Company. They sold sneakers. Oh, Hank, I should never forget those sneakers names. The most important ones, them sneakers, you remember those sneakers?
PF Flyers.
But that's all right. We sold a lot of sneakers. And that wasn't expensive as these cheap sneakers today that they got to pay so much money for. You don't have to pay a lot of money for those sneakers. So, in the meantime, moving right along, my last job, I was at I.J. Simon Shoe Company. One of our union members knew I knew the machine, and they needed somebody. So he said, Ann, go to the hiring hall and so you can get your slip and be dispatched. So I did that. The day that I went to see about this job at Hanes, not Hanes, I.J. Simon Shoe Company, the old man was sitting in the middle of the floor and had a big cigar in his mouth. And when I looked at him, I said, I said to myself, oh no, I ain't going in there. I did. And it was the best thing they'd ever done. I stayed with them 25 years or more. They didn't know what color I was because they took me as the girl Friday and had me doing everything because my boss remember anything he wanted to remember, ask DeVaughn. And I worked there 25 years, and when I retired from there, they gave me a party, and all the salesmen that they bought merchandise from came to the party, and all of them treated me very, very nice. That's when I say I don't know anything about being poor. I don't know nothing about being poor, but I know that my skin was black, and I knew because my mother told me where my place was. To tend to your own business and stay in your place, stay in your space. And that's exactly what I did. Still staying in my space. I'm still staying in my space. You know, by me loving people, I could stay up here all day and tell y'all some funny things, but I know we don't have the time. But one day I will go to my center and have a round table discussion. And let y'all have some good laughs. Well, in closing, right? You have to service it. You have to service it. You have to work the service. Oh. The national I joined the National Council of Negro Women. I joined and I worked with them. The Labor Council, every organization knew DeVaughn. And Dorothy Heights was the president of the Negro. Dorothy Heights. Everybody know Dorothy Heights. Some of you people know Dorothy Heights, right? Well, anyway, I joined the organization. Then, when my trade union women wanted to give me an award, and during the time, Frank Mills discovered Watergate. You remember Frank Mills? Yes. Discovered Watergate. So my association, my trade union women got him to New York, and we honored him. At the same time they honored me for that award. So I have been around for a while. I keep saying that I'm still here. Thank you, Jesus. Then 1997, I joined Bronx Christian Fellowship at the corner of 161st Street in the Grand Concourse. Susan J. Cook was the pastor at that time. Now I belong to Bronx Christian Fellowship all those years, and I'm up on Gun Hill Road, and I'm with CQ and Tim English, and very, very happy to be there. And they're doing a lot of good things in the community. Moving right along.
No, you're doing great. I'm not, you can keep talking. Okay, you have time.
Another thing I would like to mention too is that I worked in a store office. I was always in the office, and the boss knew I knew all the different machines. And so one of the ladies, she had to go back to her country or something. So he said to me, Ann, he said, you know how to do this machine. Would you work both of them? I said, oh, yes, I can do that. So one day he hollered at me. And he hollered at me, and I told him, I said, you know, I didn't do that work. I said, she did that before she left. So don't accuse me for doing that work. So I went home. The next morning, when I came in, they had a conference. The boss had a conference with everybody that was in the office. So that afternoon, the foreman came to me, and he said, we don't have any more work for you. I said, thank you, and give me my check. He gave me my check, 4 o'clock, and I went and got my coat. I didn't get off the bike. Got my coat, came on, strutted out there. He said to me, it's not time for you to leave. I said, yes it is too, because you gave me my check and I have nothing else to do. Same job. After laying me off, they called me back. The girl called me back. So then she called me. She said, Mr. So-and-so said he wants you to come back because work has picked up. You know what I told her to tell him? I said, I'm sorry, but I got my bags packed and I'm on my way to Trinidad. I'm on my way to Trinidad. And I never did call him back. So, you see, it's how you treat people. I want to treat people like you want to be treated. Like I said, I love everybody. My heart is just like a hotel. I got room for everybody.
All right.
And in closing, I had a pretty good life. I've been blessed with riches, diamonds, and everything. And I've been around the world. I'm honored and humbled to be here to give you a chance to hear my story. Now, the words I would like to leave with everybody, listen closely. The words I would like to leave with everybody is love. You know that word love?
Yes.
Love hides a multitude of faults. Do y'all know that? And the word care, C-A-R-E. Do you care enough about your fellow man? Remember that care. And time is a fortune teller. And I'm here today thanks to my friends here, because they are my friends. I just met them. That
Your pastor is here. We just hand out some song sheets. I'm going to ask Lisa, Lynette, Eileen, up front, Diane. You can come up and judge if you'd like to join us. So, mouth the word. Yeah. Jerry suggested Diane, so we have Diane, so let's go. Pastor. So we're going to start singing together. Here you go. Here, I'm sorry. Here you go. It's fantastic. I see. So this is the choir? Yeah. Are we ready? Miss DeVaughn, please stop. Will you read?
Pastor Tim.
We shall overcome. Are we ready?
we shall overcome.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being here. My name is Pastor Tim English, and just a point of clarity, I didn't say that I wanted to speak. But I'm honored to be here, and I apologize for being late. We had an event at the church today that just kept dragging and dragging, and I was trying to get out of there. I broke several laws. Can I say that in this building? Made some U-turns. But I wanted to be here just to honor this incredible woman of God. Who God has blessed to live a long life. She's the oldest mother in our church. She has seen things that most of us have yet to see. And I'm amazed at her sanity. Because when you think about it, with all that has transpired over her lifespan, it had to be the grace of God to keep her as jovial, and positive, and so I just want you to know that we appreciate you, we love you, and you are an incredible asset to the church. She has no problem chastising me. It's a beautiful thing. Pastor Tim, we haven't had communion yet. But we strive to be a family. For us, Christianity is not just something that you put on and take off, but it's supposed to impact our lives. And you see that as displayed in the love that she has for people. This woman travels all over the city, right? Her and her trusted little truck. For events, she goes and visits people in the hospital. She's an amazing lady. And my prayer is that I have half the energy that she has. Amen. Right? And I always talk about how old I am. You come to my church, I'm sure you'll hear me say that at least one time, how old I am. And she always reminds me that I'm not even close to her age. And I need to step it up. So, thank you for being here to honor her. Thank you so much for that. I think it's important that we present people with the accolades, right? Give them, the old saying is give them flowers while they can smell it, right? A lot of times after a person has gone on, that we have so much to say. But I think it's so right and so fitting that she would know how much you all care about her. And as I look around the room, I see some of her buddies, right? Some of y'all that really, really love you. Some other DeVaughn love you so much. I was in such a hurry to get here that I left my wife. So if I need a place to stay, I'll come have
I just want to say, Women's Bar Association is just so blessed to have sort of accidentally, I just made a phone call to Mid-Bronx Senior Council, and I found a friend in you, Ms. DeVaughn. So I think the Women's Bar Association is going to adopt you. I just want to see if we have about 10 more minutes. If anyone would like to ask questions of Ms. DeVaughn.
I have a question. Thank you. You said that you referenced the NALC.
NALC,
What
American Labor Council. That's when Philip Randolph reorganized that. That's when George Meany was telling Philip Randolph, who gave him the authority to speak for the black people. We showed him who gave him the authority. We organized our own. And we did good. We had people from Washington all over. I don't know whether y'all heard of the man Bill Lucy. And Bill Lucy from Washington, D.C. I can't remember everybody, but I know that's one of them. And I was head of the entertainment committee because I entertained them. And I also see one of my longtime friends in the back that I worked with him, and I started, after I retired, I started working for the Board of Election. I see Jim back in the back. And I'm still going. God is so good. Just trust Him. Have faith. And you don't worry about if It's coming today or tomorrow, but it's coming. Believe me.
Anybody have any other questions? Just in closing, you could obviously come and speak to Ms. DeVaughn yourself, but I would just say that your positive energy has really resonated amongst all of us. And there are parts here, I mean, there was, Ann and I have spoken about the discrimination that she faced, and she sort of didn't touch on all of it. But trust me when I tell you that she did experience it, but her positive nature and her positive energy has helped her overcome what the song is about. So thank you so much, Ms. DeVaughn.